Hello, I'm Kevin Berger, author of Atheism is Untenable. There is no shortage of channels of religious individuals engaging in apologetics to defend their positions, and there is no shortage of channels of atheists using counter-apologetics to argue against them. But what about atheists' defense of their own positions? Who is holding them accountable? On this channel, I don't engage in apologetics. Instead, I apply the principles of polemics and skepticism to atheism and the claims made by atheists, of which, despite their insistence to the contrary, there are many. This is Justified Nonetheless. Hey there, tumbleweeds. We are looking at ninth argument from ontology today. This is the second one in the series from the philosophical razors. This one will be from Sagan standard, which was first elucidated by David Hume. Let's get right to that one. The Nonbelief is Incoherent Omnibus. Number 9. The Argument from Sagan Standard. Premise 1. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. This is known as Sagan Standard. If it is not taken axiomatically, then one is faced with the possibility of accepting untrue propositions on insufficient evidence, or committing special pleadings by accepting propositions with varying standards of evidence. Premise 2. What makes a claim extraordinary is the abundance of available contradictory evidence. Hume precisely defined an extraordinary claim as one that is directly contradicted by a massive amount of existing evidence. For a claim to qualify as extraordinary, there must be overwhelming empirical data of the exact antithesis. Premise 3. As private mental events, belief claims are inherently untestable. Because we cannot subject beliefs to direct empirical observation, we cannot test them either. Premise 4. Belief can be held without conscious awareness. The vast majority of human cognition does not rise to the level of conscious awareness. Conclusion. Therefore, an absence of belief, even if true, is unknowable. Conclusion 2. Therefore, the claim to know that a given belief is absent is an extraordinary claim that requires extraordinary evidence. While arguments, analogies, and assertions have been offered for an absence of belief as distinct from belief to the negation, being in that state, and the capacity to be aware of the content of the subconscious, no empirical evidence has been presented for these. We only have the fallible self-report of subjects who express their subjective experience of their alleged absence of belief, self-reports that under other circumstances would be dismissed for a variety of reasons. They should be dismissed here as well because they preclude the possibility of the presence of a subconsciously held belief that needn't be logical because it was involuntarily formed by a variety of other factors beyond evidence and reason, including, but not limited to, beliefs, biases, other cognitive factors, cultural influences, emotions, personal experiences, pre-existing beliefs, and social pressures, and such a preclusion is unjustified. The argument that one is the expert of their own mind is actually a psychologist's fallacy. And that's 9 arguments now in my omnibus. Until next time, remember, even if your beliefs aren't necessarily true, they may just be justified nonetheless.